Hello, I'm Stephen. I hope you're well. Today we're going to talk about the upcoming Burnley game, but first, let's touch on the Arsenal game from Sunday. Building up to the game, I was pretty relaxed, all in all. Primarily because I'd never expect us to be in this position coming into the season. I was always a third is the minimum expectation. Second, maybe, but first, pretty unlikely. It requires some pretty unforeseen things happening, such as Liverpool falling off a cliff and Arsenal not being at the races. And we quietly, in my view, quietly got there. So going into the game, I was relaxed. I saw our team sheet. I was happy with it. I think it was a team I preferred. I didn't really want any messing around with any positions. Didn't want any pet, galaxy brain ideas, and we didn't get them. And I thought it was a good team to start with. Had experience in it, had Cherky in it, had O'Reilly in it. Kusanov and Gay at the back. What was not to like. And from the Arsenal perspective, I thought their team was good as well. I understood why Havertz played in instead of Gyökeres. I mean, Gyökeres. I know he scored a few goals, but I mean, it's a lot of really easy Champions League games, haven't they? But he's not so much, is he? He really isn't. I mean, I watched him against Bournemouth the other week. Yeah, he scores, got a penalty, good penalty, but overall play in terms of hold ups, his pace, in terms of just being aware and doing what top class strikers should be doing. He just doesn't do. So I completely understand why they played Havertz. Got a lot of grief Havertz after the game for his misses, at least one of his misses anyway, which I thought was just an excellent save from Donnarumma. And he did score, and he did generally play well. So I'm not quite sure where these Arsenal fans were coming from. Listen, I know it's for clicks, and they probably didn't like him when they bought him, so they've got to keep it going, I suppose. But I don't know. But I thought Havertz did okay. I don't watch him every week. Maybe they do have a point. But we started well. Thought we started really well. Hit the post. The atmosphere was great. We chased Raya down. Then shook hit the post. And overall, we started well. And I don't want to say goal was coming, but it felt like something might happen. And then it did. And then it did, didn't it? Cherky. Jesus Christ, what a goal. And I'll never bore watching that in the slow motion replays. It was something else. Those touches he did, left and right, and the finish, out of this world, out of this world. And putting my earlier season comments about him, it started to make them look a little bit silly. Although I do stand by what I said at the time. He was a little bit overweight, and he has some bad games, and some of the away games have swallowed him up. But he's coming good just at the right time, isn't he? I mean, looking back at that West Ham game now that he didn't start, you think, fucking hell. That'd have been the one. That'd have been the one. Win that and we're clear. But never mind. We'll talk about him another day. So yeah, great goal. And I was lucky. Good, the place was bouncing. I was on my feet. Next thing, as I'm about to sit down, I see all the Arsenal players run off into the corner. Like, what's going on here? And you sort of tell something's happened. And it's not so got downstairs at half time and actually saw it in full. And oh my God. Oh my God. I'll say something first, and it's by no means a criticism, and by no means exonerates Donnarumma for his balls up. But what's Nunes doing throwing back to him? We've been all over him. We've just scored. Plays he's bouncing. Get it over the pitch. It's shown on Monday Night Football that he's taken 177 throw-ins this season, Nunes. Only one has ever gone back to Donnarumma. I don't think he'll be doing that again. Oh, it was catastrophic. It was almost catastrophic. It was a horrific mistake. It was a horrific mistake. And it was all that hard work. It's hard work to score against Arsenal. And to give it away like that was like, oh, fucking hell. But I did say at half time to anybody that would listen, Donnarumma will do something in the second half that will make us forget was probably a bit strong, will redeem himself. Will redeem himself at some point in this upcoming second half. And I think it's fair to say he did. Great save from Havertz, which I mentioned earlier, when we lost it. Bernardo was getting back and all the rest of it. And then the throw to set up the goal, the little dummy to make Martinez go, and then threw into O'Reilly. And then, obviously, great runs for O'Reilly and Doku, and Haaland ragdolling Gabriel. Fantastic finish. And we're 2-1 up. And yeah, things looking rosy. And things have looked even rosier if the referee and the VAR would have done the job and sent Gabriel off with a headbutt. I don't know where they're coming from. I genuinely don't know where they're coming from. And it's another example of refs, VAR, doing things, marking their own homework, making the rules up as they go along. And it's not the first time, is it? It's another long list of examples. I'm sure you can think of others, but I can think of 3 off the top of my head. The Dalot non-sending off against United for the foul on Doku. The Semenyo goal that we took, 6 minutes to decide to rule out, and yet Gyökeres did it the exact same thing the day after, and it took him 3 seconds to not rule it out. And then the Solanke goal. Solanke goal. Tottenham away. Solanke boots Gay's foot. Gay knocked in the net. VAR, for whatever reason, don't give it for whatever reason. But then they give Solanke the goal despite Solanke never touching the ball. It's bizarre. It's just bizarre. And a red card would have been 3-game ban, and that is pretty big, isn't it, in the league? But talking to the refs as well, very quickly, the Arsenal fan belly aching about should Kusinov been sent off in the first half. No, he shouldn't. And that's the end of it. I watched one of them, and they were banging on about it. I was thinking, what are they talking about? It took me all day to find the clip. And is that it? Yeah, I think Havertz runs through. Kusinov runs by the side of him. Havertz goes down like a sack of shit. Kusinov runs away the ball, and that's it. And that's it. No sending off in a million years. But yeah, the 3-game ban would have been big, but maybe playing every game will result in more fatigue when he plays Atletico Madrid and things of that nature. So we'll see. But it's just all very bizarre. But towards the end, I was panicking a bit, but I'm not a professional footballer, am I? But the reality was, they didn't really do that much, did they? I mean, obviously we have to defend well, but they got very little creativity. There's no small passes outside the area. It's just boom, get in the box. It took a throw-in, which took an age to take. If you do that throw-in when you're 1-0 up to get back, but for time wasted, it was that ridiculous, something that long. But like I said, the lack of creativity was highlighted on Monday Night Football. Rice and Super Bendy, and they did it against Bournemouth as well. They seemingly can't take this pass forward for whatever reason. Maybe it's confidence, maybe it's ability, I don't know. But if they want to win the league, that's gonna have to change, and they still might win the league. Don't listen to the loons who say it's over. They're obviously still in it. We're not even top of the league, for goodness sake. And Declan Rice sat on the pitch going, "It's not over. It's not over." Why would he think it was over? Why would he think that? Why would anyone he's talking to think that? It just seems bizarre to me. As we sit in now, they're top of the league. That's it. Best case scenario for us is we're level on points with them at 10 o'clock tonight. That's not over, is it? I mean, I think they have easier fixtures, but they also have Atletico Madrid, so that might even it out. I just think it's anyone's game. It's anyone's game, and it'll come down to fine margins, won't it? I think. Will we win every game? We better win today. Put it that way. I don't think they're going to win all theirs. I can see them drawing one. But I did mention on either Blue Moon or him or Blue Sky weeks ago, and hopefully it doesn't bite me on the arse, that if we lose the league, it will not be on goal difference. But I don't think we'll lose on goal difference. I maintain that. I think we lose it. It's going to be the point. But we'll see, won't we? I remember it was it 12-13, was it 13-14? Pellegrini and Brendan Rodgers. We nipped ahead of them. They went to Then went to Palace, 3-0 up. Thought they changed the goal difference and lost the points. Didn't leave with 3 points, left with 1. So, get the points on the board, and I think the goal difference will look after itself. We've got Haaland and Turkey. Play them, and the goals will look after themselves, as far as I'm concerned. That's all right. I'm not certainly don't go chasing it today. Just play and see how we get on. Don't do anything mental. So yeah, we could go top of the league tonight. Which we sort of expect. Well, not sort of expect. I do expect. The only thing back in my head, I've watched Burnley twice this season. Did I watch them against us? Must have done. I can't fucking remember it. Must have done. I might be away. I can't remember. But I watched them away at United, and they were done in the last minute from a halfway defender pulling down some United player. And they got done on a penalty in the last minute against Liverpool. Now, that was a long time ago. But it's just something that I want to bear in mind. I mean, I think they can go down tonight. They're shite, aren't they? But every dog has its day, doesn't it? So hopefully we don't have any would-be banana skins. Rodri being injured is a problem, but if you're going to get injured, be injured for Burnley away and Southampton in the cup. That's the way I look at it. Diaz is still out, so I think it's same as Sunday. Get Nico G in for Rodders, because anything else over that is a risk, if you ask me. Getting involved in bringing in Foden or bringing in Savio, heaven forbid, Reinders, anything of that nature, or moving O'Reilly into midfield, come on Rodri and ignore it, anything of that nature seems totally unnecessary. We're doing well. We've got a bit of rhythm. We've got no midweek game. We've got Southampton at the weekend. Funnily enough, I was on the tram on the way to the game. From Timperley into the city centre. Talking to a Southampton fan. He was up for the marathon with his wife and mates. Who was watching. Southampton fan, and he thinks they will rotate heavily for the game on Saturday because they play Ipswich the following Tuesday in a sort of playoff / automatic promotion sort of decider as he sees it. So yeah, they're going to be heavily rotated. They're championship anyway. And saying that, Burnley are heading to the championship, aren't they? So, but yeah, I don't think anything outside of necessary changes is a wholly unnecessary risk. So we've got Donnarumma, O'Reilly, Gueye, Kusanov, Nunez, Nico G, Bernardo Silva, who was brilliant on Sunday, by the way, as a lot of them were. Semenyo, I'd play him. I'd definitely play him. I thought he was, I don't want to say he was shite against Arsenal. I think that's unfair, although I was calling him all sorts in the ground. He slips over in the first half twice, once when Haaland passed it to him. I think the pass may not to have balance anyway, so maybe the pass wasn't great. Maybe that's why he lost his footing. And the second half, when someone chips it over to him, he ran after it, but couldn't control it. Again, difficult. But even when he's not banging him in, he is effective, isn't he? He's big, he's strong, he can run, he can shoot, he's a threat. All the things that Savio isn't. So we need threats, we need people who can run, and I'd play Semenyo. Turkey, obviously, and Doku and Haaland up front. I am concerned a little bit with Doku, these 2 games in a week. But it's only once, isn't it? It's Burnley as well. So it's Sunday, Wednesday, Burnley. Give him a rest against Southampton. I played Savio and Foden against Southampton because, quite frankly, if they can't play against fucking Southampton's reserve team or heavily rotated team, then we have got big problems, haven't we? So yeah. Forget Marmouche, forget them all. Not interested. Get first teamers on, and let's go with that. And we should be okay. And I expect to be top of the league at 10:00 tonight. Might be wrong, but that's what I'm expecting. So yeah. So I think that I don't think there's a lot to say, is there really? I think there'll be a lot to say sort of post Southampton. There'd be a lot to say if we don't win tonight, But this one's big. The Arsenal played same time as us, more or less, on Saturday. So although it's different competitions, but it'll be interesting anyway. So yeah, so I think we'll leave it there. Just a quick check in. I'm not the video since I can't remember. Was it before? Did I do one for Arsenal? Maybe I did. So yeah, I thought I'd do a quick whistle stop review of our last couple of days and what's going to happen today. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. If you can guess the shirt, put the comments put your guess in the comments below. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.